Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Mike back with another video. What I wanted to talk about today is something very near and dear to my heart, which is console gaming. Now, I've already talked about old school. Time to talk about new school. Well, more specifically, the large George Foreman grill that was the original Xbox. I got that thing on the launch date. I actually remember going out with my dad. We went to Superstore of all places because they carried them, but nobody knew that. Bought the launch titles of Halo, and I think Munch's Odyssey was one of the first ones when it came out, which was actually a really surprisingly awesome game. It was very macabre and had a really cool art style, even though it was on the original Xbox, where it was just like, I'm a polygon. The original Halo was also a really good one. We plugged that in. Obviously, I was showcasing it for my dad because he's kind of a tech nerd like I am and love to show off to him. Look what I just bought with my money. The thing was so freaking heavy, and what I would do is I would take it to people's houses, which required a small army of servants to pack the goddamn thing up and put it in a box and then bring it over. And I think I gained about 14 pounds of muscle mass just lugging this huge, like, mammoth console around. It was pretty good. And another favorite thing about that console is that's what Meg and I used to play on some of our dates when her mom probably assumed that we were having sex when she was out late at night, and we were having Halo dates, which were literally playing Halo together until like 3 o'clock in the morning, throwing sticky grenades on each other's butts. And that's not a euphemism either. A lot of love for that system. It carried me through a lot of times until the Xbox 360 came out, which, I bought the original one, so why not buy this one? I didn't buy it right away. I wasn't an early adopter because I was wicked poor and needed to get a good discount. I actually got it through one of my friends who worked at Zellers. We got one that was broken. The thing that was broken on it had a little bit of rattle. Someone had returned it. Someone who put naked ladies all over the inside of the console. Like, you used to be able to customize your loading screens and stuff like that. Naked ladies everywhere. Not that I'm complaining. But they had brought it back because they complained about it rattling. You know what the rattling was? The fan. Yeah. Xbox Live has always been around. I've never been huge into it. I like connecting with people that I like. My friends and family, but I don't really like the anonymity of online gaming where you get to play with 13-year-olds that call you very bad words when you're not very good at a game. A little bit discouraging, not gonna lie. Stupid Halo. It's always been a good experience, except for the times I got called names. I've loved Xbox Live as a good connection tool. They used to have this really cool theater function back when Netflix was introduced on it as well, where you could connect with other people who also had Netflix and Xbox Live. And it was like Mystery Science Theater 3000, where you'd have you would be in the front row and just kind of like, ha ha ha, and you'd emote, and other people would emote, and then you'd be watching the same thing together. I don't know, it's kind of stupid. You're just like, well, why don't you just watch it in the same room as those people anyway? It's called the ocean. Sometimes you can't get around it. People live on other side of it. Jackass. Another thing that I really loved was a game show that they built in, 1 versus 100. So much fun. You just spend your whole afternoon just playing this stupid trivia game where you got to play with people from around the world. You got to showcase how good you were at trivia. They said they were going to bring it back at one point, but I don't think they had any plans to do that. Hopefully there'll be some new and exciting stuff in the Xbox One that's coming out in September or October. I didn't really check where the Kinect is standard with it. It is going to be a little bit better. It'll actually start to track more motion, so multi-pieces, instead of just like, this is a human being. It'll start tracking like this to here, to here, to here, to here, so you can have fluid movements with yourself. It sounds like a cool thing, but really I'm just waiting for the Avatar video game to come out where you can water bend in the middle of your living room. Or fire bend. Or earth bend. I'd probably be an earth bender. Yeah. Well, that's it for this week. Yeah. This is a logical stopping point.